Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siasa 254. The scenes that are coming out of State House, Nairobi, are not encouraging to the many Kenyans, millions of us who are feeling the current economical hit in the country brought about by the bad leadership of the current regime headed by William Ruto. Now, today, in the name of an economic empowerment for Nairobi County, thousands of residents of Nairobi flocked State House early in the morning today, and they were there praising President William Ruto as he handed out to them some motorbikes and other things in the name of starting a business to business groups. Ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto has carefully studied the brains of Kenyans, and he has mastered what he needs to do to be able to be re-elected by the same Kenyans who are feeling the heat because of his bad leadership today. Now, William Ruto has noticed one thing, that for Kenyans, their problem is money. As long as you are giving them money, they will give you their votes. Instead, in short, he has realized that the appetite of Kenyans for money, they can do anything because of money. And that's why you have seen thousands of people who are given 2,000 each to attend that function flocking into State House, ladies and gentlemen. But the question we are asking is that even if this was a true empowerment program, ladies and gentlemen, for the residents of Nairobi, come to ask yourself this question. How many Nairobians do we have in the county of Nairobi? Looking at the statistics, ladies and gentlemen, about 5.5 million Nairobian residents exist within the Nairobi metropolitan area. In the city alone, in the Nairobi city alone, around 4.4 million residents are in this county. So why would the president select a few individuals, around 2,000 or somehow, only to give them this, what he's calling economic empowerment? What happens to the rest, millions of the residents who are given nothing? Another critical question that is being asked, ladies and gentlemen, is what is the source of this fund that has been used to purchase all these commodities that you are seeing on your screen, ladies and gentlemen? The same money that you hear has been stolen from e-citizen, the same money that you hear has gone wrong in SHA, in government institutions, these are the same money that is being used by this regime, ladies and gentlemen, to buy these handouts to give you. Because we have not seen anywhere where a budget for this financial year has been allocated for such functions we call empowerment. Professor Kithure Kindiki, the Deputy President, together with other Kenya Kwanza allied leaders, are moving around the country, ladies and gentlemen, handing out millions of money in the name of empowerment programs. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the source of this money? Of course, this is the money that has been deducted from the payslips of the hardworking civil servants of this country. This is the same money, ladies and gentlemen, that is being stolen from the e-citizen portal. This is the same money, ladies and gentlemen, that is being stolen in various institutions of the government. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenyans, if we are not going to open up our third eye and be very serious with these politicians, we are going to make the grievous, one of the greatest mistakes that we will live to regret, leave alone the one that we made in 2022 general election. We are going to find William Ruto being re-elected for the second term in August 2027 if Kenyans are still going to buy into his cheap tricks that he used in his early campaign, saying that he was one of us hustlers, that he was going to fight for our needs, that he was going to stand with us. But what happened immediately? He got power alituruka futi mrefu sana. But a few individuals who attended that function in one vehicle as they left, they were heard singing one time. But that does not make any sense. The fact is that they attended that function and they gave William Ruto another picture in the political arena of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, in this country, we reject good leaders for bad leaders. People like Okiya Omtata are people who are known to be trustworthy. But when they stand up and ask for your vote, you ask them, what do you have? People like the retired Chief Justice Maraga, they are on the list trying to tell Kenyans that we are here, please elect us. People who have shown that they indeed have integrity. They cannot steal our money. They cannot sell our country. They are not selfish. When they stand up, ladies and gentlemen, to ask for your vote, you turn them down. In short, what we are doing, we are recycling bad leaders day in, day out. Today we have William Samoei in, tomorrow we kick him out, and we bring in another monkey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's high time that as Kenyans who have been given the sovereign power of this nation by our very able constitution, it is a time that we stand up and exercise that sovereign power through the ballot 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of presidential candidates are going to front themselves before you, trying to seek your vote to take them to State House. But one thing you must ask yourself before you cast that vote is, do you know this man or this woman? What is his or her track record as far as politics is concerned, and as far as development is concerned, and as far as personal integrity is concerned? Let me see what is your take in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Do you support these scenes you are seeing from State House? To people who are crying day in, day out because of skyrocketing cost of living in the country, because of a health system that is not working, because of an education system that is collapsing, ladies and gentlemen, because of a depressed civil servant, because of the massive infiltration into the payslips by the state. Are you in support of these Kenyans who woke up in the morning and because of 2,000 shillings, they walked all the way into the State House to show the entire world that the president is doing a very good job? In the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen, let me see what's your take on this matter. This is CS254. You're here watching us for the very first time, or you watching and you're yet to subscribe. Allow me to invite you to click the subscription button, to smash that small notification bell, and then also press that like button. By doing like that, ladies and gentlemen, you help me to reach a wider audience. And of course, that is the solemn purpose of me being here on this platform. Until next time, bye-bye.